Hi, everyone. I'm Ben Gonzalez, and this is TDI. So, along with regulating the insurance industry and doing consumer education like this video, one of our main tasks here at the agency is helping consumers when they have a complaint about their insurance. And joining us today is Teresa Luna. She's the Life and Health Complaint Manager here at TDI. Hello, Teresa.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing okay. So before we get into the complaint process exactly, let's go a little before that. So if people are having a problem with their insurance, what can they do to resolve that? Maybe calling the company to start with.
Sure. First, they would need to try to resolve it with their company. Usually, it's best to just contact them directly. They're usually more than happy to help in any situation that you might have. Secondly, if you have a dispute with your insurance company, such as you don't agree with the settlement offer that they're giving you, you can always get estimates from a body shop or a contractor, and you can give those estimates to your adjuster.
Yeah, kind of
And
show them evidence of what you found.
yes, exactly. And if that's not helping, you can also visit our website. There's lots of tips of different options you have. And you can also contact us through our helpline and get some information from us that way on what the next step is.
And if you end up not being able to resolve it directly with the company, what are your options then?
Then you would want to file a complaint with TDI if it's an automobile or homeowners. You can also file an appeal with your insurance company. You can call them directly and ask them what your appeal rights are and how you can go about getting that appeal started for you. And if that doesn't help, then definitely give us a call or send in a complaint through our website on our online portal.
Yeah, and always there's usually you have a way to ask your insurance company to take a second look at it. That'll usually be spelled out on the policy, or you can go online to your company's website and take a look at it there. But Teresa, a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, there are some occasions where things are going to fall outside of the agency's authority. What is that line? What can we not help people with?
Okay, there are some plans that we do not regulate. So, a good way to find out is if we regulate those are looking at your medical ID card, the card you get from your insurance company. If it has a TDI or DOI letters on there, then that is a plan that we regulate, and you can file a complaint with TDI. And if it does not have it on there, if it's a Medicare plan, you would need to go to Medicare for those types of plans.
If it's self-insured,
Yes, if it's self-insured, you would go to the Department of Labor, and you can also find that information on our website too.
okay. So one of the things that I think is it comes up commonly that we end up not being able to help people is when there's kind of a he said she said kind of dispute, like after an auto accident. Is that a common complaint?
Yes, that's a very common complaint, and unfortunately, we can't make determinations of questions of fact or factual issues, such as whether it was a storm that caused the damages or if it were wear and tear that's happened over the years.
Yeah, and sometimes when we have those, like in the auto situation, where you think it's the other party's fault, you can file a claim with your own insurance company, and they can pursue it in that way.
Yes, you can. A lot of people do not want to file through their insurance company. However, if you do, your insurance company will usually pay, and then they will seek relief from the other insurance company. So they'll go out and try to get their money back from that insurance company. And if you had to pay a deductible, they'll even try to get you that back as well.
Awesome. So let's get into the specifics of our complaint process here at the agency at TDI. Do people have to put their complaints in writing, or how does it work?
Okay, we do request that they are in writing, and you can go onto our online portal again for sending in a complaint or against your health insurance or your automobile or homeowners. However, we do have some assistance for those that are unable to do that on their own if due to a disability or something that causes them not to be able to be able to type or read or hear. So we are able to help in those
Yep.
situations.
And we also have the helpline, so you can't do the whole complaint process there, but we can help guide you through those options.
Yes, that's true. And then we also have Spanish speaking availability and other means of communication for other languages as well.
Perfect. I forgot about those. So, once you've filed a complaint, I guess what are some of the possible outcomes, and how long does the whole process take?
Okay. Usually the process takes about 4 to 6 weeks. It can come back as a favorable resolution. Sometimes it could be just caused by a data entry error or a processing error. The company could come back once you've gotten those other estimates and you've presented that to your adjuster. They may come back and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and increase the payment and provide more money to you for those damages. There's also some mediation situations where we can help as well in getting extra payment too.
Tell me a little bit more about the time frame. What goes on during those the weeks in between there? Is there communications going on?
Yes, there actually is. If you file your complaint through our online portal, you're able to go in and check the status. And so once we get it, we send it off to the insurance company and have them respond back to us. That gives them an opportunity to investigate how they handle the claim on their end. And then they can come back to TDI and we will respond back to you. Either we will request further information or ask for more details from them, or if they're able to provide a resolution right off the front line, then we go ahead and get that information back out to you as soon as possible.
And how do we do? Are we successful at this process?
We've been very successful. Last year, we returned $55 million to Texas consumers, either in additional claims payments or refund and premiums. So we've been very successful.
Okay, so we can help. Based on your experience in your job and the complaints you see every day, any advice for consumers about how to avoid some of the most common issues?
Sure. Most of all, the most important thing is to read and understand your policy. Each policy is detailed out, and that is a contract. So that's what TDI is going to review as well when it comes to a complaint issue. And if you know what your benefits are and what your rights are, it's going to make things a lot less complicated for you in resolving it with the insurance company from the beginning.
It seems like almost every week we tell people you got to go to your policy and read that policy.
You're right. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Teresa. Appreciate it. If you have a complaint or you just have a question about your insurance, you can go to our website. It's tdi.texas.gov. And one of the first links you're going to see up there is how to get help with a complaint or a question. And then if you want to talk to somebody, you can always call our helpline. That's 1-800-252-3439. And we have experts to help guide you through the process and at least understand what your options are. So for Teresa Luna, I'm Ben Gonzalez. This is TDI.